capability of
like that, he'll rarely miss those.
He played them twice already.
Williams against Lillard. Williams passes to Nowitzki.
Yo, let me go finish doing my laundry. I'll be back.
On the shot clock. Williams kicks to Parsons.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all he do. He ISO and all you really gay, man. I mean, I lost to him twice, but those games was 3 points. 3 points max. Like he never blew me out.
Think of this for his career. 15,806
he ain't blow me out.
A record you knew right off would stay
DA
for
beat
a
him.
very long
DA beat him
time.
by 1.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Control the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
Yeah.
The Mavericks have
when my team was ready to compete, but
that one is no good.
Nah, but in the
Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard the pass to Aminu. And the whistleblower is going to be on.
But I mean, bro, but I'm telling you, but I'm telling you, the changes I made it in 2 days. Jay McCullough, Paul Pierce, CJ Miles. I had so many good people. Guys that I needed.
Perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
This is to Aminu.
Man, hey, I can stop Draymond. Draymond easy for me to stop. So I mean, yeah.
Mavericks trailed by 3.
Yeah, easy to stop.
Williams kicks to Nowitzki.
Unless you know some type of new formidable game plan.
Only difference is I don't give a fuck about Paul Pierce.
Well, guess what? He gonna be. Well, guess what? He gonna be worried. He gonna be amazing.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Yes.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second.
It's Ilyasova. Anything can happen. Anything is possible. Kevin Garnett, but it's not gonna happen to me.
What a point
Simple.
guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually
Draymond Green. You know, I'm gonna say this to you, and I really don't want to hurt feelings. You,
I'd say you're absolutely right.
The style and all that. Draymond Green is just another player for me, just to stop. I mean, he's not. I mean, it's like this.
Aminu with it.
Playing this, no, it's good. The only players I'll say is probably going good is LeBron James and Kevin Durant. That's it. But Draymond Green is nothing to really worry about. He's just another player on the court. You got to come with somebody else. You got to come with somebody else. Yep.
Doubled by Vonleh. Nowitzki outside.
Graves Robin with the rebound. After the foul line.
They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And
you stop CJ McCollum, I'm going to Rondo. You stop Rondo, I'm going to CJ Miles. You stop CJ Miles, yeah, Rondo, yeah. Yes, Rondo. Rondo.
That doesn't go.
Don't matter. Don't matter. I can use it.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Shot and game clock separated by 5. They get it back.
All right. I mean,
that one's good. Vonleh's got his second bucket tonight.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed.
All right, man. Guess what? Keep leaving them up and see what's gonna happen now. What's gonna happen now? I've been on my.
Williams.
I was on my Bill Belichick stuff, a couple weeks ago. Now I'm just ready to go now. I'm ready, man. Yeah.
And as we conclude the
you said what now? You said what now?
Trailblazers lead by 3, and we'll have the start of a 4th quarter.
It's all good, man.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Portland leading on the floor for Dallas. We got Matthews. Felton is out there with J.J. Barea.
Did you play buckets yet?
And it's Lee in a power forward.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing and what they've got going right now.
I gotta play Dallas twice, got for Chicago.
Wide open look. That's good from Nowitzki on the assist.
Who else I gotta play? I gotta play
16 points for Nowitzki.
I gotta play Thunder twice.
Dishes to Harkless.
Well-timed
pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the lead.
Yeah, I played them once, man. I hope it don't matter.
And the Trailblazers
lead by
6. And stolen by Barnley. And the jam by Gerald Henderson.
He will run screens for days for those.
Right, I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some great offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was
that
displayed right there.
Nowitzki a screen. Outside Matthews. A three-pointer off the mark.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
Once you get Dirk off his game, you really...
That's what's put them in front.
Henderson passes to Keenan. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Hopefully I get off early, man.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging.
Why do you think I was trying to ask off early?
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
This PlayStation
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
You get free TV.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them.
The Amazon Kindle, like that fire switch.
We've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
No, but my friend said, he said that, no, you might feel better off getting on TV if you have one.
And it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Oh, okay.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
No.
Yeah, but also,
I don't got a fire, but I do got like a
fast break game. That's been equally as effective.
I forgot that shit called. It's not jailbroken, but it is like.
And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Trailblazers lead by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Screen by Lee. Yeah. Matthews goes in.
Yeah, I think I might.
And no good. The dry
I think I might. I think I might just stick with that day, March 15th. I want to just push it up the next week.
Say no in terms of fall.
Lee with the steal. And now Matthews pushing it up. No. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that
McGregor and Diaz, and then you got Holly Holm against Misha Tate. That's not going to be a good pay-per-view. I should want this team.
Henderson kicks to Crab. There's the dish to Henderson.
Yeah.
To the paint.
Pass
to Aminu. From deep. Kicks to Henderson.
Yeah, he was supposed to. He was supposed to fight.
No good.
He was supposed to fight. Those Angels.
With the chance to
win. Yeah, I think it was the middleweight.
They've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
No.
Matthews with the steal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dana White. Yeah, because he facing Diaz.
Where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Trailblazers.
And Clark, we got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Well, basket after basket, they were in attack mode all game long.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
No.
And it's always a good feeling
yeah,
to
Nick's
take
the
that
better
second
brother. He more.
The first one
I mean, boxing wise, he's better, but if you talking about ground game, I think Nick got it.
When you look back at this one,
Nick
what
not
an
really
amazing
the type of guy you
performance
want to
this
take
was
down.
for Damian Lillard. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in, and if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Anderson dishes
to Craig. That shit not for a while. That
feeds
shit
it to Aminu. McCollum passes to Aminu. He kicks it to McCollum.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
To shoot.
Oh yeah, Anderson Silva lost. Yeah, he lost. It was controversial. What happened was like Bisbee got knocked out, but what happened was Bisbee didn't put his mouthpiece back in, and they didn't, you know how the refs be like, you gotta, restart the match and stuff like that. They didn't do it, so they had to restart it, and then it was a bloodbath, but Bisbee won. Basically, yeah. They didn't count the knockout. They didn't count the knockout. They basically said resume the fight. They thought it was over. It was on crazy, like, it was crazy. I was like, what?
And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is
But oh, you talking about Kimbo? Man, but all I heard is all them niggas old.
Make your lady back up in this, hop up in the 6, and you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything. Call me Susie Piggy Bank, I got plenty change. She rep HBK over everything. Married to the game with the wedding rag. Everybody try to duplicate, we just innovate. Young and making plenty cake, get my straight. I'm a heartbreak vet, being broke, what I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to death. No Reeboks, cause it's all about a check.
Them niggas old. Them niggas like hella old. Like, but Kimbo been fighting for a while. I don't know about the Andre dude, but them niggas that was no air. No, everybody thought that everybody thought that that Frank Shamrock and that what the other dude did in there, that shit was worse. That crap, I was like, bro,
before heading back home.
I'm never watching.
What a story right now for these guys. Win after win, it's been a phenomenal stretch.
No.
And they've done well in this matchup. I mean, 2-0 against them to this point, a win here, and they take the season series with a sweep in sight.
And as a result, I think they'll actually play with great freedom and confidence here tonight, Greg. They know what they can do against these guys. They've already done it. It's now just a matter of locking in and getting after it.
And that's because they rocked 20-something years ago.
Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Ibaka, the best to Roberson.
They should just stay with the talent that they had. Like, I mean, I like guys like Michael Chandler and some other guys that they got. I mean, they're not all that bad. Bringing those old niggas is not what they need.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been
in
that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, I get it.
It was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
The kick out to Westbrook.
Nobody knows.
Adams. Ibaka outside. It's Durant on the wing. To the wing right side.
But some of the best.
Roberson. The Thunder with another miss.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And the shot is good. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
And it's about time. I was wondering if they were ever going to knock a shot down.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
No luck.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation. it's awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing.
Like he bought strike force.
But he won them over in a hurry.
He bought pride. He bought all them
Westbrook. Green with the block. Bogut kicks to Barnes. Screen by Bogut.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
Adams with it. Guarded now by Andrew Bogut. Nice form on the 20-footer.
And, guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Outside Curry. Another three for Golden State.
Outstanding start.
Yeah,
from
man.
range.
You know, I think I'm done. I think I built my team the best I can.
Because they space you out so well.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Verajao. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. Back to Verajao.
Damn, he's doing it out of his car. Hey, that's a real hustle.
Livingston kicks to Verajao. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's good, assisting on the play.
You know, man. You know, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it. I'm actually about to go watch that now since you got me.
Well, they're going on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
The trial versus O.J. Simpson. I'm hearing about this. That's pretty good.
In terms of dealing with their passing.
Can't hit from in close. Thunder trailing by 12. And
I'm probably going to watch it. I've been hearing a lot about it.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not
under control
right there.
That happened in what? I know that happened in 90. What happened, like 90?
And the Thunder making a switch here.
Oh, yeah.
Collison's out there.
94.
There's Foy with the 3. That's good.
Okay.
Foy's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah.
Verajao's shot is good.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for...
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No
hey, yo, son. Hey, son, you not no Knicks fan, son. You can't be bringing up Knicks stats, nigga. That's the same year the Knicks. It's the same year that the Knicks won the Super Bowl. No, nigga. You were Golden State. I said that on purpose, nigga, for you. When you start going up. You a Golden State Warriors fan, nigga. When the last time the Warriors did something? We had some stats on the Warriors. That's what I thought, man.
Aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Thunder 5 right now. Ibaka and Collison, the duo inside.
No, don't.
Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Waiters in at the 3. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. And the 3 off target. Thunder trailing by 9. Westbrook dishes to Waiters. Back to Westbrook.
Me and Nelly played horse. He was a friend of mine when we went to
It's rebounded by Golden State. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
Yeah, it was a narrow win, but in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Oh my God, this is so hilarious. This nigga AI is a fool.
Every decision becomes more magnified.
It's the first serve. Ain't nobody got
quick bucket there, solid
I'm
in
about to go right now.
transition.
Hold it.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run. You can see right there why
That
he
shit
does.
is hilarious. This nigga said,
Even from over
this
here,
nigga said, I was drinking and I found out from
No
Nelly.
question about it, Greg.
That's
I mean, contact and a good call by the officials.
Hey, y'all.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Morgan Adams is checked in for Allison. And Durant subbed in for
Kevin
Deion
Hart
Waiters.
with Dwight Howard
And
last
Drew
night
Bogut
at the
is checked in
VMAs.
for Andre
Amari
Iguodala.
Stoudemire back with us here on
By the
First
way,
Take.
I want to see if
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Spates kicks to Barnes. Pass to Bogut. Spates sets a screen. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Thunder trailing
Well,
by
Steve
9.
Nash, part of the reason why you're a
Here's
six-time
Roberson.
All-Star in the NBA.
Used a shot fake to
I want to
create
ask
the
you before
angle,
these guys
but
put your
couldn't
feet
get
to
it
the
to
fire.
fall.
How's your health? You were only
Right
able to play
wing.
47 games last season.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Offensive rebound. Barnes passes to Spates.
So the knees in the back are fine.
Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Because if this dude is healthy, I mean, it just changes the complexion.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Warriors, number 1. Fifth on the list, the Thunder.
Did you notice I was a
Both
good cop?
of these teams
Ever
have
get that at all?
established
I was a
tempo
good cop.
as an identity. I mean, they're playing fast and scoring in bunches.
Okay.
Here's Roberson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Thunder trailing by 9. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And sometimes when you want something done,
Oh,
you gotta
oh
do it
yeah, I
yourself.
remember
That
Boston
dunk
College
was
went
shot
0
in
and
the
16
arm
in
late.
ACC play. That's
Cut into that
ridiculous.
lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their
How the fuck
seats.
you go
in
0 and
here.
16?
Yeah, that
What?
could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rare record.
Yeah, boy.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
I need specifics. Ready for what?
Here's Curry with the 3. Good. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
That's way high.
You're going to hurt yourself. I didn't.
Here's Roberson, covered by Barnes,
Classic case fine.
and it's Spates with the rebound.
Go ahead.
Kicks it to Bogut.
Must admit, I have my doubts.
This is to Barnes,
Finding common ground.
and another 3 for Golden State.
Love you both. Respect
A
you
little
both.
bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Help me out here.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
A different look for Oklahoma City.
When will he ever learn, man? I feel bad for him.
Singler comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Toy in for Russell Westbrook.
Johnny
Different look here
can't
for the
stay out of a damn club.
Anderson Varejao
Shit, it's
just in
over.
for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in.
Johnny
for
Manziel, they
Spates.
spot him again
Leandro
and strip
Barbosa
club.
is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I think
Stolen. That's good, and the Warriors cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Singler.
They are just killing
on
the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
You buy that?
Thompson outside. Passes it to Green. The feet to Verajov. Barbosa for three. The shot, no good. Nice D from Singler.
I think Carmelo.
Cantor dishes to Singler. And the Thunder, another three.
Well, they really started to come on here in the second.
It's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And the Thunder with some changes. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Singler. Dion Waiters comes in for Roberson. And it's Payne in for Randy Ford. The Warriors also with a sub. Iguodala's checked in.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Green kicks to Iguodala. Green with the screen on Durant. There's the dish to Verajov. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Livingston. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. Durant kicks to Waiters. Fires the three. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the rejection by Ibaka. And so that brings the first half to a close. Warriors ahead. They lead by 8. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our half.
Call pass the ball, Melo. That's what I have to say it.
Stop. You know, we all been the exact same way. So, like you said about this kid, he's going to be the guy that gets you in the right spot.
Doing too much. Should have Chicago.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade.
That's why he ain't never going to get a ring.
Ready to get going once again. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Boy, did he put on a show.
He's gonna stay faithful to New York.
Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does.
I can do it. Let's see what's going on in the NFL. My combine. Everybody said Carson Wentz going to the Browns. Hopefully to get it right.
Curry kicks to Green.
Puts
it up.
Yeah,
Curry can't get it to go.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
They said they're going to take offensive tackle. They're going to take Michigan.
Roberson the pass to Ibaka.
Yeah, from Michigan.
Curry against Westbrook. Inside. Adams. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Alex Mack
got his first basket of the night.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Roddy White available. Falcons just got him.
Green with the block. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Over in the corner, Barnes. Here's Thompson. And he makes good on the layup. Thompson got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Singler, he's checked in for the Thunder. And the Warriors also making a change. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Johnson.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Curry kicks to Green. To the inside. And finished off by Bogut.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
If you guys are saying that he's the best team in the league,
Man, got the cannon. Hey, yo, look.
Back to Curry.
Man got a
from deep three-point range. Can't get it to go. Good D by Westbrook.
Cardell Jones is still stuff.
He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim.
Draft War One. What do we say about the Brown?
Guys, they are getting exposed.
I'm telling you what, buckle up. You don't want to miss.
I was looking for something specific. I didn't see it in this video. On the video I watched before this one, they was talking about the Melo thing, responding to the fans. And he said Amari was on there talking about, he didn't say no names, but he was like, certain people were jealous of Jeremy Lin.
In the NBA over the last month, first in scoring, first in assists, and they have definitely learned the finer points of transition basketball. I mean, they own the most fast break points in the NBA.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Raiders in for Kyle Zingler. Andy Ford, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. Feeds it to Green. To the paint. No luck. So the Thunder will take it the other way. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. And Waiters kicks to 4. Back to Waiters. Outside Collison. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Green. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Around the world, what's up? It's me, DFA Villarreal, the NBA expert. We're here with a special update that just came out of the blue.
He'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
But to make a long story short, Amari Stoudemire, who was a teammate of Jeremy Lin's while both of them played for the New York Knicks,
and the Warriors making a
made some comments apparently today, or they were published today in the New York Post. Now, we will go in check out this article for yourself. In the video description below the video player, we'll put the information down in there, and you can go and read the whole article by yourself. However, I will say this: most of the article is not about Jeremy Lin. It's about Amari talking about the Knicks and Carmelo Anthony. But there is a portion of it that does deal with Jeremy Lin and Lin's sanity and the time in which those two played together when Jeremy Lin had Lin's sanity and basically became a global phenomenon. Okay, now I'm going to read you the quotes
from
Amari Stoudemire, and we'll discuss them after that. Okay? Here's what Amari had to say about Jeremy Lin. If he stayed, it would have been cool. But everyone wasn't a fan of him being in Storm, so he didn't stay long. Jeremy was a great guy, great with teammates, worked hard. He put the work in. We were proud of him having his moment. A lot of times you got to enjoy somebody else's success. That wasn't the case for us during that stretch. You got to enjoy that and let the player enjoy himself and cherish those moments. He was becoming a star, and I think everyone
really hoping that the Broncos get it done. Tired of them losing.
Let's go through this piece by piece and break it down. Okay. First of all, you can see that Amari himself was and is supportive of Jeremy Lin here. Okay? That's number one. Number two, Jeremy is a great guy with teammates, and he worked hard. Jeremy gets along with essentially everybody. So if you don't get along with Jeremy Lin, the problem is likely with you rather than him. Again, I'm not trying to put it as a saint in Jeremy Lin here, but Jeremy's a nice guy. He's not trying to be hard. He's not trying to come off with an attitude or any of that stuff. He's a nice, open, friendly person. We've seen that, whether it's his testimonies during the summers or just his approach to life and
they've done some nice
relationship,
work as
his faith,
down the stretch here in the
etc.
final quarter.
Okay?
Greg, you can feel the
And
sense
let's
of
go.
urgency they
And
have.
you know Jeremy works hard. That's always been something mentioned about him in pretty much everybody he's ever played for, as far as I can recall. He's always been known and said to be a very hard worker. I mean, you can see he works hard during the summer when they put up the videos. They show how hard he's working. And Jeremy's a guy who, for him to achieve what he has achieved, he had to work hard to do it. He's not, of course he is physically talented, but he's not the most physically talented person in the NBA. So when you have less talent, you've got to work harder to keep up with people who might have more talent. There are guys in the NBA, or there certainly have been people in the NBA, and you hear stories about this all the time. They don't even really like basketball. They're just so physically talented that they go into it and they play it because it's an easy way to make money and get famous. Jeremy's not one of those people. So he does have to work hard, and he has worked hard, and he is working hard. Okay? Now, a lot of times you got to enjoy somebody else's success. How true is that? We all know this. We've all experienced this in our own lives. Maybe you have a friend or you have a family member and something happens.
So much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here.
Sure, they make a lot of money, or they're, I don't know, all the boys, all the girls like them, or whatever it is. And there are some people who react to that in a positive way. And there are some people who react to that in a negative
turn it into
way,
a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that one's good.
People, or at least a
10 points for Barnes.
Who didn't
And
react
good
well
passing,
to
setting up a lot of these buckets right now,
during
Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights
Who
is
is
what
he
I call
talking
it.
about?
Yeah, it's a
I
nice
think
pass.
most
I
of
will
us
give
have
you
a
that.
pretty good idea of
He's on the
who's
money,
talking. We
Way
saw
to attack there and then create the
made the
contest.
videos, we all
Really, as
commented
close
about
as you
it,
can
all the
get to an
Jeremy
and
Lin
one
fans
right
all
there.
over the
He
world.
almost had it.
And the article itself names Carmelo Anthony and some other Jeremy Lin fans have also pointed out the name J.R. Smith.
That is his first foul of the game.
If I had to take a guess at who Amari is talking about, I would first number one would be Carmelo Anthony above
They haven't had as much success here in the second half from the three-point line, but that hasn't kept them from staying on the lead. They've missed more three-pointers this half, but they're still in good shape.
What
And
Carmelo
we're about
may
3 minutes
have
into the
felt
fourth quarter.
at that time. You remember whenever Jeremy signed his
Iguodala
contract with
outside.
the Houston Rockets, it was,
He
I
kicks
think,
it
it was
to Thompson.
Carmelo and or J.R. Smith that
Here's
called
Curry
the
with the
contract
three.
ridiculous.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
So, which is really
17
sad
points
because
for Steph Curry.
This
you
guy
have
is simply
a guy
having
who
a
signs
great
a
game from
contract,
outside.
and it's
And that
almost
one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
That's what I just read.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Barnes passes to Kerr. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. They get it again. Pass to Barnes. Beyond the arc.
Recurring thing for Jeremy. And it seems to happen to him over and over again. And it's really unfair. Okay? I'll talk about that more in a second. But we all know the timeline or the kind of the sequence of what happened around Jeremy in New York. Of course, Jeremy near the end of the season hurt his knee, and so that was the end of the season for him. But before that happened, Carmelo came back, and some of the other guys that were hurt came back, and Jeremy's numbers went down, and I think Jeremy's touches went down, and so on and so forth. At some point, Mike D'Antoni resigned from the Knicks, and I think that, of course, Mike D'Antoni was the person who gave Jeremy the chance and whose offense kind of helped Jeremy Lin into insanity. So if you're a person who's not happy with Jeremy Lin doing well and becoming a star, then if you can't go after Jeremy Lin, maybe you go after Mike D'Antoni. And I think there were different things. I don't know exactly. Mike D'Antoni was not fired. He did resign. But my understanding of the situation at the time was I think he felt there was a lot of nonsense going on and he just didn't want to deal with it. And you feel bad for Mike D'Antoni too because he went through something similar in Los Angeles after he left New York, and then he went to Los Angeles, and then there was kind of a little players revolt, or whatever you want to call it, that included Kobe Bryant, that included Pau Gasol, and so forth. Which is, look, I'm not saying Mike's the greatest coach ever lived, but obviously he's an offensive innovator and incredibly well respected with regards to offensive basketball. And it's just a shame that he had to go through this, and particularly he had to go through it because he was kind of a symbol or a stand-in for Jeremy Lin himself. Right? I mentioned the ridiculous contract. Of course, Knicks owner James Dolan, who has said, I think, after Jeremy Lin left, first, remember, before Jeremy Lin signed the contract with the Houston Rockets, I believe the Knicks said that they would match any offer before Jeremy Lin.
Live at the American Airlines Center. We're in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks. All live on 2K Sports.
Jeremy went behind
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan, joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke.
I believe
Dallas playing for the home crowd again tonight. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Well, I don't know if these fans could be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has captured this community's imagination. The level of enthusiasm is absolutely off the charts.
And the great atmosphere. You know, the fans have had a lot to cheer for lately, and it does come full circle. But their energy, I truly believe, is lifting this team to even greater heights.
Kind of like he looks out for Carmelo.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade.
So,
let's check out who's on the floor.
But,
setting the floor for the Warriors.
Carmelo Anthony is still
the Splash Brothers are the guards. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in the small forward position.
And I want to say finally,
here's Williams after the made shot from Klay Thompson.
Carmelo Anthony and Kobe Bryant are friends.
Matthews dishes to Pachulia. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Barnes kicks to Thompson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
supposedly...
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Might have been player agent or something like this. It has...
There's Bogut. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Curry's shot is good.
And so you can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Williams. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Nowitzki missing. Barnes kicks to Bogut. Nifty move. And there's the call on Pachulia.
Here's the thing. And most of the people listening to this and watching this video know this already. Jeremy is the quote-unquote outsider.
Here's Barnes. Denial.
He's the Harvard guy. He's the Asian guy.
Williams again. Curry. Pass to Parsons. That's a 2 from Matthews. That one's good from the corner.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
They kick it out to Green.
Similar in the sense that he's
outside Curry. From deep three-point range. Again, Curry missing. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And
you know, some of those guys using things weird.
It is to come into a situation where expectations are that high.
So some of his views and things are weird. He makes a lot of sense with some of them, but some of them be weird.
Some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
A different look for Dallas.
Yeah, there was no comparison there. Now he makes sense to me.
Felton comes in.
Him and Kobe and Melo was friends. They ain't got nothing to do with it. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
To the wing right side. Felton kicks to Barea. 5 on the clock.
Even a D'Antoni thing. Right, even a D'Antoni thing. That ain't make no sense.
Thompson from long range. Another 3 for Golden State.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to three-point shots.
And it's killing them. And the last 5 makes
Facebook.
Long range.
Other players down the line. Other players who are Asian or Asian American.
One thing I notice about white guys, not all white guys, but most white guys, when they talk about certain things, because they never had to deal with what we have to deal with, their views and opinions be a little bit off. Like just like he thought he could compare Jeremy Lin to Jackie Robinson. He tried to clean it up, talking about, oh, I know they wasn't banned and not my bond. It's not even close. Like, it's no way you can compare that. There's no way.
Overly concerned about it.
But he think he could, you know, educated, you know, make an educated way to compare it.
And look, even last year, and I
couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Of somebody more talented.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep,
which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 19. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
For his talents. And
buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players.
Look, this is a much better situation.
Well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
And look, New York wasn't going to
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Obviously, there were
So for the Golden State Warriors right now,
what Lamar's talking about.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5 down low. It's Lee, top of the key.
James Harden wanted to
looking for Harris. He gets it there. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And get Dwight Howard
Harris has
traded.
got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the man.
Houston is kind of like
It always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Jeremy Lin. Because
and when you look at the Mavs, they have always built through free agency, still tinkered with the roster this season to get into a position to compete. Not having any lottery picks for so long has hampered their youth and development.
That's my opinion of
Jaron
things.
Williams
Anyway,
is checked in
now,
for
of
the
course,
Mavericks.
the Kobe Bryant era is
He
coming
feeds
to
it
an
to
end in
Harris.
Los Angeles. But Jeremy's
Screen
had
by Lee. Back to Williams.
challenges, I think.
And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris.
This guy thinks Jeremy Lin is better than he does. Because he naming guys that, the ball should be James. Yeah, LA is Kobe said. Like,
They rarely have draft picks that help take the team to the next level, but they are in the playoffs, which is what every team wants to be part of.
One of them. However,
alright, his original. Alright, look. So his original point was breaking down Amari Stoudemire's quote, which is where he started off at. What it sounds like his point changed to now is trying to explain to people why Jeremy Lin is a good point guard and why he shouldn't have to deal with a lot of things that he's dealing with. Which one hand is understandable, that's why I'm still listening. But on the other hand, it's like a lot of the comparisons he's making is a little off. And this sounds like it's coming from a pro Jeremy Lin place. It's like maybe he, he's a white guy, so all white guy. Like one thing that he said earlier that I read in between the lines. I don't know if this is what he was saying, but he was like Jeremy Lin has to fight to fit in because he's a different guy. He's a Harvard guy. What he basically sound like he's saying to me is he in a league full of black people, full of guys who are like underprivileged and wasn't like didn't go to the Ivy League schools or anything like that. And Jeremy Lin comes along and now they don't want to let him in. He ain't got nothing to do with it. The nigga just he's not a bad point guard. My main thing that I always said about Jeremy Lin was people either overhype him or they underhype him. You either had people acting like he was better than he actually was, or you had people saying he was a bum. And he's neither. He's just a solid point. I don't even know if I would say solid. You know what I mean? He's just a good point guard. I mean, he's not a bad point guard. He's not a great point guard, but he's an okay point guard. He's a good bench player coming off your bench for a couple minutes. That's all he is. He's not your starting guard. He's not your go-to guy. He's not none of that. You know what I mean?
And really, it looks like
so it sounds like to me, this sounds like a guy who doesn't understand that and thinks that when people say something bad about Jeremy Lin, that they always calling him a bum. Like that's not the case. He's just not as good as people overhyping him to be. And some people do downgrade him, and that's unfair to Jeremy Lin. It's not fair to him. But he's definitely not what people try to make him out to be.
It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
Charlotte tried to trade Al
the
Jefferson
Achilles
for
heel
Dwight
of
Howard.
this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And it's off the back rim, no good.
It does
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
I think Kemba
Dishes
respects
it to Pachulia. He kicks it to Lee. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game right now. First free throw is good.
Obviously, Jeremy
And some
really
changes here
likes
for the
and
Mavericks.
respects
Dirk
Steven
Nowitzki
Silas,
checked
one
in
of the
for
assistant
Pachulia.
coaches who he also
Matthews comes in
was
for
with
Chandler
Golden
Parsons.
State.
And it's Felton in for
I think
Harris.
teammates
Warriors
are
leading by
mostly
21.
Pretty much all the guys, honestly, are
and another basket
unselfish.
For Golden State.
I think they do.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter.
So
he's doing a terrific job.
As I mentioned in the game video from earlier today,
Lee kicks to Matthews.
Clifford isn't. He's not perfect. If you're a Jeremy Lin fan, but I do think he's relatively fair.
Williams dishes to Nowitzki.
If you do what he wants you to do, you're going to play.
Offensive rebound.
And if
very dangerous to leave a guy like that open.
For him, that means to play defense. If you play defense, you work hard, you're getting things done defensively.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it
last. In today's game, Clifford didn't seem happy with Jeremy Lin's defense early in the game, so Jeremy played
fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with
that. However, in the second half,
gets it to go.
Jeremy played great defense, and he played the entire fourth
quarter. Through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
In
the Warriors on top,
in an important game,
running away
and
with
Courtney Lee still around.
We'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Perfect situation.
We'll see you in a bit.
As I said, the perfect situation is Jeremy Lin starting somewhere. And look, we might only be a couple months from that. There are teams.
Me neither.
We thought that there was going to be Dallas.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Didn't work out.
Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
I tell you what, they say
he only got a right one.
He certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but
I think he's much more comfortable anyways than he was in Houston or Los Angeles or at New York at the end of it anyway, with all this supposed envy. And he's developing as a player. It's a shame. It's not fair. It's not a fair situation for Jeremy to have to deal with.
Until he does cool off.
It's not.
Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spot. Williams is out there with Matthews. And it's Pachulia in at the center, locking down the middle.
Just coming into his
so that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
And that's the good news. So just wanted to go over that, react to it, share it with you. I'll put this up on Twitter.
And it's Barnes
the video so people can check it out there. But
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflated from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Curry with
they weren't stars
Williams picks him up.
Or the spotlight wasn't on them. It was on Jeremy Lin. That's just a shame.
Attacking.
One of the things that's always been said about Kobe over his career, and it was said by Phil Jackson, who coached him, and by others, is it's not just about winning. It's about winning his way.
Hasn't had too many
it's
issues
about
with
how
or even accusations, but better to stamp
that's
it
the
out
unfortunate
early.
thing.
And
In a
hard to
pure
argue that it should be
meritocracy or a pure rule.
And with the HGH test, it's done in every major sport. Seems like the right thing to do for the NBA. Just make sure everyone is on a level playing field, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think the punishment will be fair. First positive gets you a
20-game
ban.
You have little political aspects, little squabbles or jealousies or
the breakaway
envy or whatever it is.
No doubt.
And as we said, Jeremy's gone through this
I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only
sure
a
he's gone
one-footer.
through it a whole bunch before he got to the NBA too. In
They
fact,
come into
we
this
know
one
he's
having
gone through
outplayed the
different
Magic
things.
last game.
People doubting him.
You know, they
he really
played well
can't be
enough
that
to win.
good,
But to be
so
honest with
forth
you,
and so
I just
on.
felt like their
That
opponent's
is it for
defensive
now.
performance
Thumbs
was
down.
shaky at best.
Your comments
Yeah, I
below.
go along with that, Greg. I mean,
Just,
the game wasn't handed to
wanted
them,
share
but
the
they
story.
definitely didn't have
It's
to
been
work
a
as
long
hard
time
for
coming
it
on
as they
this,
should
but it's
have.
not 4 or 5
And the
years
Mavericks
ago
making
now.
a change here. Harris is checked in.
I'm glad that Amari said what he said
Here's Curry with the
because
three.
I'm sure Jeremy
Shot
will
is off.
appreciate it.
Some solid
I mean, Jeremy
defense
already
from
knows
Harris.
it, obviously, but
Just not
it's
there from a
good for
rhythm
the truth to
standpoint
come
right
out.
now. It's really
Look,
eluding
I have nothing against Carmelo. I have nothing against J.R. Smith.
Nowitzki
It's just,
again.
man, let a
Nowitzki's
person
shot's good.
succeed. Let a
Nowitzki's
person
got
enjoy
everything going to plan here to start
in their moment.
80% shooting.
You know, there are a lot of people
and guys,
who
how
really,
fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
It's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like
people
not at all.
get engaged into the game.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
And so
Raymond
on.
Felton, he's
and
checked
so
in
for
Pachulia.
It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It was a great thing, but
here's Felton.
I guess it's just part of human nature that people have to fight with and struggle with.
They set the pick.
I guess from time immemorial to whatever distant time in the future. So
and
that's it. Take care. We'll see you again in less than 48 hours.
13
because
points
then
for
that's
Nowitzki.
when the
Warriors leading
Jeremy
by
Lin
15.
and the Charlotte Hornets will be taking on the Phoenix Suns in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Outside
Until
Curry.
then, hope all is good for you.
You must work for that organization.
1:53 left to play in the third. Second chance shot, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. David Lee checked in for Parsons, and Barea subbed in for Devin Harris. Lee passes to Nowitzki. Three from Matthews. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Thompson for the triple. Barea pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 17.
All right.
Inside. It's stolen by Green. Down low. And finished off by Bogut.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Nowitzki for 3, and he gets the bucket. Nowitzki's got 13 points in the second half.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And Thompson throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Pass to Barea. It's stolen by Curry. From deep, Green. Count the bucket. Green's got 9.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break.
Tough.
Nice job
Stoudemire
finding
said before
the wide open
beat
three.
the Knicks 98.
Curry
81.
can't get it to go.
When you get involved in this
That's a
situation,
huge
you
part
have
of
to
what
take
they
ownership.
want
You
to
have
do
to make sure to
defensively.
make the right
Limit
decisions
his
for your
easy
team and
chances
teammates.
inside.
You have to become a
Barea
complete player
gets
in
to
order
Nowitzki.
to bring your team out of the rut. Everyone can't
Fades
do it.
away.
It's not always easy.
Good, and it's Barea who picks up the
It's a
assist.
situation where you have options, you want
18
wins,
points
main
for
priority, blah,
Nowitzki.
blah, 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 blah.
And how does he get that one to go?
Stoudemire played 4.5 seasons with the
I don't have
Knicks. His
an-
time overlapped
And
with
as we
former
end the
fan
third
favorite
quarter,
Jeremy
a
Lin.
double-digit deficit
Although he
will
did
make it
not
tough to
mention
come back.
names, Stoudemire
The Warriors
said
on
not
top.
every Knick was
Up
thrilled with
19.
Lin's exploding
And
popularity
we'll have the
back
start
then.
of the
Quote,
fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back
if
from
he
this
stays,
short
it would have
break.
been cool. If he stayed, it would have been cool. But everyone wasn't a fan of
And
him
we're
being a
rolling
new
here
star.
again with the fourth quarter.
So he
Might
didn't
not
stay
come down
long.
to the
But
wire,
Jeremy
but you
was
never
great.
know.
Great guy, great
Setting the
teammate.
floor
Work
for the
hard,
Warriors.
put the work in. And we're
We'll
proud
get
to have
Anderson
him,
Varejao is out there
for
with
him to have
McAdoo.
his moment.
Then there's Ian Clark.
I truly
and
bought into it.
Livingston
I thought
in
it was
the
great.
2 spot.
Maybe 3/4 of the team thought it was great.
Williams
If you don't have a
gives
full
to
team that
Parsons.
buys into the system, it's never going to pan out.
No good with the
A
triple.
lot of stretches.
Warriors leading by 22.
You got to
From
enjoy
deep,
someone's
Iguodala.
success. And that wasn't the
And
case for
another
us during
3
that
for
stretch.
Golden State.
You got to enjoy
They
that.
just continue to splash home those
You got
threes.
to let the player
Eliminating the
enjoy
deep
himself
shot
and
has to
cherish
become
those
priority
moments.
number
He was
one
becoming a
for this
star,
defense.
and I don't think everybody
Absolutely.
was
You
pleased with it.
cannot allow a team
So
to
Carmelo,
have that
they like
kind of
run
a
to
rhythm
Carmelo. They're like,
from
Carmelo. Do you know what Amari
Williams
said?
attacking.
They asked him about Jeremy
Lee
Lin.
dishes
Carmelo's like,
to
still?
Parsons. 5 to
That was
shoot.
4 years ago. I don't know. I don't have no comment about that.
And he
If
gets
Lin
it to
was
go.
becoming a star, we should
Well,
embrace
you can
that. I
sense
don't
the
know.
urgency with
We
them
didn't
now.
embrace it.
I mean, right here, they're flat
was
in
that
the
the
first
word?
half. But they
Shoot.
come out here
Well,
in
he
the
didn't say
second
shoot.
half with a lot more fire If that was the case, then I'd be upset right now with KP. You can see they're driven to get things done.
Williams
if he's talking about me, I doubt if Stoudemire is talking about me. I doubt that. I highly doubt it.
You know, another point of contention
Stoudemire
between
says,
every
I truly
NBA
bought into
fan
it.
is whether or
I
not
it was
the
great.
age
Maybe
restriction
3/4 of the team
is a
thought
good
it was
thing.
great.
Some want
You
it
don't have a full
increased,
team that buys the
others
system,
want
it's
it
never
gone
going to pan out.
altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of
Tell
whether
the
or not
Celestino you're a New
you as
Yorker.
a team feel that that player can make an impact.
Carmelo West, of course. Like Carmelo's the only guy that doesn't know that he's talking about Carmelo West.
Catch the dunk, all of it.
Of course he was talking about Carmelo West.
At its finest.
And guys, it had to be because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Oh, dude, he's backtracking. He's not in the, he's doing, it's like breadcrumbs. You know, you got to follow them. You have the tweets in front of you?
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Where Melo today, because all this has
In a
become a
moment
hot
here, take a look
topic
at
in
the
New
scoring
York,
breakdown
took to
for the
Twitter
Warriors.
and started tweeting about it.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Like,
They're also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
You naturally
Looking
stir
at who's out
all
there now
kinds
for the
of
Warriors.
resentment, envy,
Spades
and other
checked in
manifestations
for
of
Bergeron.
insecurity.
And it's Rush in
You
for
cannot
Andre
spend your
Iguodala.
life worrying about the petty
Over in the
feelings of
corner,
others.
Williams.
Hashtag stay mellow. And of course, the L in mellow is 7.
Fires
Gotta be
from
one of
the
lamest
wings.
monograms
That's short
ever.
off the rim.
Yeah, look,
Physically,
I think
there's
it's a
no
lame
doubt
monogram.
they've been the stronger team. That plus
At
10
least
rebound
he
advantage
has a
tells
monogram.
you all
I
you
don't
need
have
to
a
know.
monogram.
Yeah,
right?
not to
This is
mention
like you being
what
in
it
the
says
Jewish
on the
Sports Hall of
scoreboard.
Fame. Are
They're
you in the
really
Jewish Sports Hall of
pushing
Fame?
them around,
Okay,
straight
that's what it
bully
is.
ball.
So then Carmelo follows
Great
with another
outside shooting,
an
fueling
emotional
this run.
response to a
And
situation
the D
is the
is
single
getting
greatest barrier
bombarded.
to
They
power.
haven't been able
A
to slow
mistake that
them
will
down
cost you a
the
lot
least
more
bit.
than any
There's
temporary
the dish to
satisfaction
Villanueva.
you might gain by expressing your
On the
feelings.
wing, Harris.
Hashtag stay mellow. But now that's somebody. These are somebody else's words that he
To the middle.
He clipped like 3 in a
It's
row,
tipped.
right?
Yeah, they're like Instagram posts.
Here's
Yeah.
measuring.
One more. If you lead the
And it's
sucker
good.
down a
Assisting
familiar
on the play
path,
was
he
Williams.
won't catch on. He won't catch on when you
We're in the
lead him
final
into a
quarter
trap.
of play here. 3 minutes in.
He mad, right?
So now we have to be English
Rush the
majors
best
in order
to
to
Clark.
figure out how Carmelo really feels.
No, we don't. He's mad, and he's
And
the
one
sucker down
record
the
that
trap
is going
he's
to be
talking
very
about Amari
hard for any
Stoudemire
player
probably
to ever
took the
match
bait
is the
from the
Iron
reporter,
Man
went down the
streak.
trap,
That
started
record's
talking
held
about
by
Jeremy
AC
Lin, why it
Green
didn't
as he
work
played
out.
in
Melo didn't want to run Mike D'Antoni's
1192
system.
consecutive games. That kind of
That's it.
durability is going to be hard to match in the
He's
modern
mad.
NBA.
You don't send out 3
Here's
tweets in
Harris.
a row in which
Misses in
they're
close.
kind of
And after
What's the word I'm
defending
looking
on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow
they're
that straight
cryptic.
to the glass for the rebound. Yes,
You don't send out
and
3
with this one
cryptic
winding
tweets
down, it's
tweets
obvious
in a row.
to everyone who watched it.
Like, that
Just
means
a
it's like
total
1, 2, 3,
mismatch
bang,
and a
bang,
true
bang, unless
show
you're like, oh,
of
he's mad.
strength for the Warriors.
Now,
You're right.
again,
So
I
there was
don't
a
follow
standout
Melo.
performance across the board.
Here's
They
one.
were just
You know how
at
many
times
followers he has?
it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite
million.
honestly, they were able to do
That's
more
surprising to
or
you.
less,
I
whatever
don't
they
know,
wanted
like-
to do.
And these guys have played very
I
well
don't
this
know.
season.
Yeah, it
and
sounds
this
like a lot of
win
people.
tonight, guys will push
It sounds
their
like a
win
lot of
column
people
up to
care
55.
about somebody who I
A
just
fantastic
I mean,
show.
LeBron
has 28
And what an
Does he?
amazing
Yes.
all-around
Quarter of
game it
LeBron, he
was
plays in New
for
York.
Stephen
Come
Curry.
on.
You
LeBron
have
has
to
28
focus
people.
on the steals he came up with. They were
You follow
huge
LeBron James?
factors in the end result.
No.
And with Iron Man
Dwayne Wade
streaks,
has
it
5.2
isn't just
million.
injury that can get you.
More people
It's
follow
scheduled
Carmelo
days
Anthony's
off
tweets
and
follow
getting suspended games, too.
Yeah,
2
just for
million
reference,
more
last
people.
season DeAndre Jordan was the active leader, played over 300 straight games as a player. He was a leader in the league, but he wasn't even a third of the way to Green's historic mark of consecutive games.
The emotional response to situations.
Matthews, he's checked in for Williams. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 for Matthews.
I would agree with that.
Great tee that time
I
from
don't actually
Curry.
think any of these sayings are wrong. I just think that he's mad and he's trying to tweet out.
There's
damage
18
control.
seconds left in the game.
I also would say that there's
They
a chance
double-team Curry.
he doesn't control his own Twitter. And then
Fires from deep.
we make we're like, wow, that really made me
Can't
think
get it
that's
to go.
really deep.
Some solid defense from Harris.
Of course, Amari's just letting you in on locker room
Here's
politics
Villanueva,
101.
and that falls. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them.
All right, I gotta
And
go.
Greg in
I
enemy
should have been
territory,
off
no
the shit.
less.
Let's see
That's
how it
exactly
go.
right. But with the
Mileage
way
up.
they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying...
DJ Khaled.